moment organically, I mean, this is what she says. This is also the woman that told someone she could buy them 10 times over. In the moment, it just, Melissa seemed like an asshole, and I love Teresa. So that's what you got to do. So Bose, I feel, is being so, I mean, there's no agenda here. I feel she's being so authentic, and she don't give a fuck if it's Kathy Hilton. People are, I mean, Dorit is afraid to even like look the wrong way in Miss Hilton's house. And Bose is like, well, thank you for inviting me to your house. What is your sister going through? Because I connected to Dorit, and this seems very elementary school to me. But is there anything that you can tell me, Kathy, that Kyle is going through? Because by the way, I'm not shading her. It would just be very helpful and very beneficial to me to understand her mindset because Kyle has been very cold to me. And I mean, Erica's eyes bug out, and Dorit's eyes are as beady as the rat that scurries. Go back to the OC, you little Tam. You can't afford to be in Beverly Hills. But I mean, this Bose looks right at Miss Hilton and says, "Your sister is cold, and can you tell me anything about uh right?" So that was amazing. Right? So you gotta, and by the way, Kyle on Watch What Happens, says that it was very hurtful to her, because she really didn't understand. She said to Bose, "Oh, I'm so thrilled that you're joining the show and this and that, and all these things." So she thought that her and Bose were at a great place, and she doesn't understand why she said that. I mean, look, it is bold saying that to Kathy Hilton. It is bold. Good for you. It just made me love Bose even more. And I don't think it wasn't for a moment. It was very authentic. Bose to me seems really authentic. And she says like I don't want to be too pushy, but I just really want to know. And everyone is like, oh my God, and tread lightly. And Kyle and Kathy says, yeah, well, I also don't want to push Kyle when she gets in this mode, and I tread lightly. And if you don't, she's going to get really upset. And wow, just wow, wow, wow. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And I mean, there is silence from EJ. And I mean, the staff is probably like, oh no, she didn't. Um, Right? So I love that. And meanwhile, the other girls are in Augusta, doing their thing. They're going out to eat. I mean, I see these Italian restaurants and I'm like, I'm so hungry. It's like the crack of dawn here. And I'm like, oh, I just want Italian. I just had chicken parm last night. And by the way, it wasn't like real red. First of all, it's West Hollywood. Nobody fucking eats in West Hollywood. So it wasn't like a real like red sauce, like let's curl up. But the chicken parm was good. I could have used a little extra sauce, but it was one of these like, West Hollywood places. I'm like, I don't care. Let's just drink. I mean, and I'll worry, but I wanted the extra sauce. And the Caesar salad was good. They had small croutons and there was enough dressing that we didn't even need any dressing on the side. So I love that. Right. But I just saw that Italian restaurant, and that Garcelle and the others were at, and I'm like, oh my God, looks so good. So now we get into it. Okay. Now we get into it. And Erica feels like I'm from the South and I should have been there. Now we get into it. And Kathy, I mean, they're going to ask Kathy about Kyle. The end scene. I loved every minute of this scene. Kathy says, well, I think he's a very good father, come to think of it. And Dorit says, no, no. I mean, sometimes he's hands-on. Dead silence. Kathy said, I thought the answer would be yes. And Dorit says, well, normally I would say yes. Protecting. Again, this is why I want PK on this show. I think they're doing him dirty. This is Dorit's side of the story. I'm not taking sides, love both, but I really want to hear from PK because you got to be, picture if someone were saying that about you, about being a father, you got to be fuming. And she says, I normally would say yes, protecting him. I would, but in reality, no. I mean, I normally would say yes because I'm protecting him, but in reality, no. He would disappear for weeks and weeks, and there would be no checking in on the kids. And I would constantly tell the kids, Daddy is trying so hard to call you, and get in touch with you, but he just can't. He's just been so busy, and he's keep missing you. You're sleeping, et cetera, et cetera. So that's great. I absolutely love that we're going here. I want PK to tell his side, but there you go. Kathy is shocked at this. This is what we tune in for. We don't want rehearsed fucking, yeah, Dorit, you've basically been lying to us for seasons. It's okay. Everyone lies. This is what we want. We want Bose asking Kathy if Kyle is cold or she is cold, and Dorit saying PK is a bad father, even though we love PK. This is real. This is what we want to see. And Kathy says, "How old is he?" 56. Oh, well, when I first met him, I thought he was 56. Erica Jane closes her eyes. Bose says, "Girl, that was shade." It goes up, and Bose doesn't let it go. She's like, "That was some shade." Yeah, Miss Hilton knows how to shade, Bose. Miss Hilton knows how to shade. But but then Dorit lets us know that he sent a 7-page email going over finances and saying within 1 to 2 months, you're going to have to pay the mortgage. And it went over alimony and custody and all sorts of other things. So I thought that was like, wow, just wow. Um, that was kind of crazy, right? So now what happened? Okay, so now the 7-page letter. Uh, I mean, she goes there. And by the way, can I just say this? I guess this is what I'm trying, because I'm thinking, I actually like, here's the thing about me, okay? Here's the thing about me. If you if I think it's going to be a lawsuit, if I think a lawsuit is going to happen, I go from, I mean, I'm a lawyer. I go from 0 to 100. So if I think a lawsuit is coming, I stop speaking to you. I mean, really crazy. I stop speaking to you. I stop emailing you. I stop texting you. Every single thing that you can do, every single thing that you can do and say is now going to be used against you. So I and also, by the way, I understand PK. If we're getting a divorce, I'm done. Today's Saturday. I'm not paying your bills the minute we hang up from this Patreon. So, I mean, I'm not even giving you a month or two. I'm just like, I'm done. Like, this is over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm done. So I don't blame PK for sending a 7-page email. That's more than I would do. I just would have sued the fuck out of you and asked for alimony and child support and this and that. And you're on Beverly Hills Housewives and you make more than me. I would have just gone there. I wouldn't, it's like a cease and a desist. I don't like announcing I'm going to sue someone. I like to just sue them. So I actually don't blame PK for this. But now we get into Erica. I mean, the voice of fucking reason. Erica Jane, you are the voice of reason. I'm going to look right in the camera and say this. You got something out of that marriage to Tom Girardi, Erica. You got something. But besides the stuff that you took on your back and threw it into that 2,000 square foot bungalow, which is about to be redone by Martin Lawrence Billard, we'll see it in the finale or we'll see it coming up. Man, she paid attention for all those years that she was married to Mr. Girardi.